Chapter 12. Shadows of the Past. As lunchtime approached, Jake noticed a subtle change in Ryan's demeanor, a flicker of unease lurking behind his usually calm facade. Sensing an opportunity to delve deeper, Jake steered the conversation towards the incident at the water park, his voice casual yet laced with concern. "Hey, Ryan. You seemed pretty shaken up when you saw that guy at the water park," Jake remarked, his tone gentle yet probing. "Who was he?" Ryan's breath caught in his throat, his hands trembling slightly as he glanced around nervously. For a moment he hesitated, his gaze fixed on the table before him as if searching for the right words. Finally, with a heavy sigh, Ryan began to speak, his voice barely above a whisper, as he recounted the events that led him to Willow Creek High. His words were halting at first, as if each syllable carried the weight of a lifetime of pain and regret. "It started back at my old school," Ryan began, his voice tinged with a mixture of sorrow and determination. "There was this guy, Ethan, and his friends. They made my life a living hell." As he spoke, Ryan's voice grew stronger, his words gaining momentum as he delved deeper into his past. He spoke of the relentless bullying he endured, the taunts and jeers that followed him wherever he went. Memories flooded back to him, the countless times his head had been shoved into the toilet, the days when his school things mysteriously disappeared, and the torment of feeling like he had nowhere to turn. But the worst part? Ryan's voice trailed off, his expression haunted as he recalled the betrayal that cut deepest of all. "They got her involved too." Jake frowned, his brow furrowing in confusion. "Her? Who are you talking about?" Ryan hesitated, his throat constricting with emotion as he forced the words out. "Her name was Sarah. She was supposed to be my friend." As he spoke, Ryan's voice cracked with emotion, his eyes brimming with unshed tears. He recounted the day when Sarah had approached him, her expression sympathetic as she offered a listening ear and a shoulder to lean on. Little did he know, she was working with Ethan and his friends all along, collaborating on a cruel scheme to frame him for a crime he didn't commit. "They set up a video," Ryan confessed, his voice barely above a whisper. "Made it look like I was assaulting her." The weight of his words hung heavy in the air, a suffocating silence descending upon the table as Jake struggled to process the depth of Ryan's pain. In that moment, he realized the magnitude of his friend's suffering and the resilience it took to endure. "Ryan, I had no idea," Jake murmured, his voice filled with empathy. "You've been through so much, man, but I'm glad you're here with us now." Ryan offered a grateful smile, his eyes glistening with unshed tears. In that moment, he felt a weight lift from his shoulders, a sense of liberation washing over him as he shared his story with his friends. And as they sat together in the bustling cafeteria, surrounded by the chatter and laughter of their peers, Ryan couldn't help but feel a glimmer of hope stirring within him. For the first time in a long time, he dared to believe that he had found a place where he truly belonged. As Ryan's story unfolded, a shadow of fear crossed his features, his eyes darting nervously as he revealed the darkest chapter of his past. He spoke of the relentless torment inflicted upon him by Ethan and his cronies, recounting the countless humiliations and injustices he endured. But amidst the tales of bullying and betrayal, there was one detail that weighed heavily on his mind: a video, a damning piece of evidence that threatened to unravel the fragile peace he had found at Willow Creek High. "They still have the video," Ryan confessed, his voice trembling with fear. "I don't know what they'll do with it, but I'm scared, Jake. Scared of what'll happen if they decide to leak it." Jake's heart sank at Ryan's words, a surge of anger rising within him at the injustice of it all. He clenched his fists, his jaw tight with determination, as he vowed to protect his friend at all costs. "We won't let them do anything, Ryan," Jake declared, his voice firm with resolve. "I promise you, we'll figure this out together. You're not alone in this." Ryan nodded, his eyes shimmering with gratitude as he looked at Jake, a glimmer of hope flickering in his gaze. In that moment, he knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, he had a friend by his side, a friend who would stand with him through thick and thin. And so, as they sat together in the crowded cafeteria, surrounded by the hustle and bustle of their classmates, Ryan felt a newfound sense of strength coursing through his veins. For the first time in a long time, he dared to believe that perhaps, just perhaps, there was hope for a brighter future, a future free from the shadows of his past.